Hello. Hey, you. Welcome. It's MAGFAST Live. Today's show number 206, and it's an important one. Kate will be joining me in just a minute. Before we get started, please, thank you so much, folks who've been liking and subscribing on Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn. At the moment on YouTube, we're just shy of 10,000 followers, at which point YouTube upgrades us and gives us some tools to look after you better. So if you haven't already, please subscribe on YouTube. There's a link directly underneath us here. I also want to mention magfast.com/status is up to date with the latest shipping information. And pretty much everyone should now have a shipping batch. If you're one of the few who don't, yours is coming, should be in the next 48 hours. Please be patient and drop us a line after the weekend if you don't have it by then. But we should have, I'm pretty confident we're going to have everybody in the next 48 hours. Just give it an extra day or two. If you don't have yours, ping us, please, in customer care after the weekend. Now, I mentioned that status, magfast.com/status is up to date. And I want to apologize because some of the dates have moved out again, which is a very challenging situation all round. We've had significant difficulties getting to mass production, and it would be too simple to simply blame everything that's going on in the world, although that is obviously an important part of it. I want to be kind of super clear about it. I said this when I wrote to you earlier on the week. I alone am responsible for this. No one else. If you want to let off some steam, you direct it at me and no one else, particularly not the folks in customer care who just are tireless working to take care of folks at double the speed of most other customer care operations. But I'm responsible. I chose the partners, and I chose some wrong partners at the beginning. It cost us significant time at the beginning of this project. And I also set up the relationship with the partners that we have now. And as time goes by, you learn about how we could have set it up better. And I want this. I have some notes about what I wanted to say to you, and this isn't on my notes, but there've been a series of meetings recently with our key overseas partner, which I think are going to make a huge difference. People engage with the level of, folks don't generally engage with stuff unless they're super enthusiastic about it. And the challenge for MAGFAST has always been that we're relatively small in this big world of production compared to other companies. And therefore, I think I've given this example before, one of our key partners has us, and then they also have Walmart. And guess who gets the attention when an order comes in for 1 million pieces that need to be delivered in 3 weeks? But over the last few weeks, the relationship has been shifting because our key partner has finally understood what I think you've understood for a while, which is the extraordinary opportunity and magic that MAGFAST represents. And already there's a sense of serving you being way more important to these key partners. I've mentioned in the past that one of our challenges has been leverage. And whilst we have better financial leverage that we've had in the past, again, thanks in good measure to many of our investors who are watching us now, but also leverage comes from relationship. And I believe that we've made a significant shift. But as I was saying, just going back to my notes, I'm responsible for this. I chose the partners. I designed the damn products that are ambitious. It turns out, again, I think I've given this example before, but 10 LEDs seems so simple. Turns out to be really difficult in the charging business because none of the circuits are designed to do that. And the other thing is that I have insisted on sticking with the promises that we've made around the products, even when it's painful in terms of time and money to do so. Right back when we started this, the original vision back in 2017, I said, look, there's no point in just making more chargers. There's only a point in making it if we can elevate the whole game. It's been much tougher than we thought to do that. But we're going into mass production now. As I told you, I think I'm having a senior moment on the number. I think it's 38,000 units are being manufactured in the next 8 or 10 weeks, and will be shipping out in the coming weeks. So this is truly an inflection point. And my sense of it is that the folks who are watching us most closely, so that's probably you, if you're watching now, understand all of this. When I look at the numbers overall, just in round numbers, out of everybody who's a pre-order customer, about 1 in 10 have given up. They've said, you know what, this is too hard. I want it sooner. They've lost belief in what we're doing. But 1 in 10 have invested in the company. That's unbelievable for a small company like us. 1 in 10 folks have purchased shares in the company, and another 8 out of 10 have chosen to stick with us. And so we're really proud of that record. But I feel like, as my friend Christopher Hawker says, who's an inventor who has counseled me and mentored me over the years, and sometimes now I get the privilege of helping him. A product that is late, and ours are late, is only late temporarily, but a product that isn't good enough is permanently not good enough. And these things are just going to be, I don't know what to say. When you have them in your hands, you're going to be thrilled. And one of the reasons for Lux, the cable, because we've had a lot of people online going, "Wow, why are you talking about Lux so much when you haven't shipped the other products?" And it's a very fair question. And why are you promoting this event for July? Well, the truth of the matter is we had an event back in April where we announced Lux, and we articulated very carefully the reasons for it. The reason why it's a win for everybody when we do it successfully, and we plan to do it successfully. And the reason is that Lux is a completely different kind of product than all of the others. We spoke about it, as I say, back in April, got this wholeheartedly positive response. And if you haven't seen that, please go to youtube.com/magfast. Please subscribe while you're there if you haven't already. Thank you. And look up Leading the Charge, which was the presentation we did a few months ago, where we articulated in detail why it is a win for everybody when we get Lux off the ground. It is a product that can move much more quickly. We can be much more deft with it, and it can create a momentum for the company and a financial momentum for the company that allows us to get the whole of the backlog moving more quickly. There've been huge challenges in the world in the relatively short time that we've been doing this. So over the years, the few years that we've been doing this. No one, when we started this, would have imagined half the world shutting down because of COVID for a year or two, or the ensuing problems with the supply chain. But some of the knock-on effects for that have been extraordinary. Cost of components. I've given you. I'm not going to go over that again. I've given you those examples before. But other things to do with the changes in the advertising markets that make it much more difficult to communicate with folks. Cost of containers. I mean, it goes on and on and on. So while the fundamental concepts of MAGFAST, I'm more bullish on them than I have ever been. I think that the decision to make something exceptional has always been the right decision. And I'm CEO, and it is my job to deliver on those promises for you. And my plan is to stick with it. I've had the two most challenging things I've done in my life. In my private life was, many of you who watch this have met my younger daughter, Hudson. Amy, my wife, and I are raising here in the Hudson Valley. But if you've been with me for a while, you know of my older daughter, Nina, and that relationship with her mother didn't work out at all. And there was this feeling of like, I know what the right thing to do is here, but there were all of these crazy forces trying to make it hard to do so. But I chose to do the right thing of the circumstances where my daughter was living thousands and thousands of miles away. And I said, you know what, as tough as it is, I'm going to stick with this and do the right thing. And it's the best thing that I've ever done. That is one of the strongest relationships in my life. And now, kind of professionally, the lesson I draw from that is I have to stick with what I've promised to do for you, even as it feels like everything around us is kind of shifting in the new environment. You stay true to what you believe in, and you will get the results, even though it may be kind of tough along the way. And you know what? You know that feeling in your own life when stuff is going on. It means that you need to stick with who you are and be open to, kind of some amount of transformation. And that's what Lux is about for us. Right? It meant looking at the new reality that we're living in. We can't change the new world that we're living in, but we can change how we approach it. And Lux, as we looked at this kind of post-COVID world with way higher costs and all kinds of other challenges, we realized that to serve you better, to serve our customers better, to look after our investors, we've got to be bold enough to make the changes that we need to become faster and stronger, even as a minority of people won't like it and will complain. We have to be true to who we are and also be open to transforming and be creative and strengthen the whole operation, because success and scale really matter. They really, really matter if we're going to deliver on the vision of MAGFAST to you and so many other loyal customers and investors and fans. So a couple more words about Lux. It's different from our chargers and power banks. The development for it has not taken a minute away from completing the other products. It's on a completely separate track. It's with a completely separate development group, completely separate manufacturers. It just hasn't affected the other products at all in development terms. But like all of the other MAGFAST inventions, it is a breakthrough best-in-class product, but has a way lower price, both for you if you bless us with a purchase. And by the way, when we do offer these for sale, they're going to be shipping within a few weeks. Okay, manufacturing, as I said, is already underway. So this is going to completely change the context of everything. And the other thing about them, as well as being this kind of lower price point, is that and they've had a way faster development cycle and a much faster supply chain. So we can move them through much more quickly. So even as we're catching up with the backlog, which is too big and has taken too long on our first products, Lux means we're now going to be able to quickly delight you, and many others with a true MAGFAST product at a really, really great price. It's something we can get out there. We can start to get recognition from a broader audience of what we've been doing and build a more successful company, which is what we need to serve you better. Lux is going to make everything able to move faster. And that's my job. It's my job to make MAGFAST fly so that everyone wins. I've done almost 6 years focusing on little other than making sure these products are amazing, and they are. And to best serve everyone, we have to be growing and successful, and that's what Lux is all about. And this launch that's coming up, we're going to have a presentation for you on the 21st of this month. The launch is going to come shortly after that, and the successful launch there, in part with your help, we're going to make it fly whether or not you choose to join in. But it's going to make a big difference for everyone in our MAGFAST family. I promise you. Okay, with that said, let's get Kate into the room. If you're still there in the wings, if anyone's still there. Good, Kate's still there. That's fantastic. All right, Kate. Thanks for setting that out. I thought it was some important stuff. I wanted to just speak one-on-one for a minute there, so thank you for waiting to come in.
No, of course. I love that. And second of all, our supporters. I was sitting here reading all the comments as you were talking, and it's overwhelming with love and positivity and people just agreeing with you in general and sticking with us. So thank you, everyone. I just wrote down a few names real quick. Gina, Stephen, Teresa, Donna, all of you people are just being absolutely amazing right now. Okay, so next, if you are not already registered, let's go ahead and get you registered for our Let There Be Lux event. It's our big summer 2022 special event, and it will be live on July 21st. So it's going to be big, it's going to be fun and exciting. So we can't wait. I'm excited for it, and I know you'll want to be there. Go to magfast.com/register, and then you can register for it. Tony, I think you have a...
Yeah, Tony, if you can caption that. And here's the thing, please, for the love of God, use the same email address that we already have for you. It makes life so much easier for you and for us. So please use the same email address there when you register for that. You know that we honor unsubscribe requests and those kinds of things. We're like, all of that stuff. We're like, we need to be playing. We need to be playing at the highest kind of ethical level for that. If we make a slip up, let us know. We'll take you off the list. But yeah, magfast.com/register, and please use the same address.
Yes. During our event, there's going to be major updates, a major launch announcement, and of course, amazing prizes as well. that you all have grown to love. And one more time, magfast.com/register. Go do that right now or right after this.
Do it right now. As we've sort of given a little bit of the game away, which is when we meet on that day, along with everything Kate just mentioned, we're going to talk about the launch of Lux. Please join us for it. It's going to be really fun, really interesting. If you have any kind of business, if you do any kind of project in your community, like if there's ever you have anything in your personal, professional, community life that you want to kind of give a boost out of the gate, just by hanging out with us while we do it, you'll learn a whole lot. We've done this a few times. We've done this a few times now. In some areas of launch, we're actually kind of world experts in the equity stuff. When we did the shares recently, we don't know of any other company that has done. Like there's some other companies that have done well, but no one's done quite what we've done in that area. Certainly in terms of the kind of initial velocity coming out of the gate. But for the new launch, we've got an additional way for you to get involved. In the past, we've said, hey, would you like to pre-order? God bless you. And most people watching this have. We've also said, would you like to invest? Many people watching have invested. Thank you so much. Now there's a way to get involved. It doesn't cost you a red cent. And in fact, could even make you a few bucks and have some fun along the way. So Kate mentioned there's going to be prizes. And every time we sit down to do the prizes, right, Kate, for this. So first of all, I wanted to answer, someone last week was kind of, what are you doing giving away prizes when you haven't shipped yet? We're working to build a super successful company for you and for everyone. That's why we do this. I don't want to spend a penny on anything, for success, we want as many people as possible to come to the event on the 21st. One of the ways of doing that is to offer some prizes. And the relative cost of the prizes is nothing compared to how we can strengthen MAGFAST for you and for everyone by having a successful event. So I was going to say, every time Kate and I sit down to do the prizes, we go, people really seem to love them. So we're doing these again. I think we've got another event coming up later this year, or certainly the next big event. Kate, place your hand on your heart. Repeat after me. We promise some new amazing prizes then. But people have loved these so much. We're going to do third prize again, the Bose noise cancelling headphones. Model 700 comes with its own charging case. It's worth over $400. This Consumer Reports top rated. We love the Bose noise cancelling headphones.
Yes, and our second prize is, again, either you can get an iOS or an Android smartphone, so you can get the brand new iPhone 13, or you can get the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold. I think it's a 3 maybe now. I'm not really sure. It's the new one. Whatever the new one is, that's the one that you will get. And our first prize, okay, so give me a second. It's very long. I'm going to do it all in one breath if I can. First prize is a gorgeous Consumer Reports top-rated LG OLED 55 GX PUA Alexa built-in GX Series 55-inch gallery.
Take a breath, Kate. You'll kill yourself. Take a breath.
I did it.
Yeah, the fantastic 55-inch LG. They're amazing. These OLED TVs. They're really fantastic. So please, come on. If you haven't already, please register right now. This is magfast.com/register. Include your mobile number so we can text you reminders on the day. And you need your mobile number in order to be in the draw. You could text back, stop at any time, of course, but we respect unsubscribes, we respect removes, we respect stops. Try saying that in a hurry. But please get in with your mobile number and then join us, me and Kate, maybe even one or two other members of the team on Thursday, July the 21st. It's going to be 1 p.m. Pacific and 4 p.m. Eastern.
Yes, and we will announce the winners, which will hopefully include you watching right now, and we will reveal some very, very exciting news.
Yeah, it's, we're super excited about this. The big summer event of 2022. Can't wait to see you there. Thursday, July 21, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern.
Woo! Okay, and before we go, secret word, as usual. So this week's secret word is big, B-I-G, big. Thank you, Tony, for putting it on the screen. Super easy to remember. Big, for big event. We're very excited.
for a big event. Just as a reminder, if you're new here, and welcome if you're new here, thank you for joining our crazy family. Every month we do a draw, $1,000 worth of electronics. Again, because we're working to grow the company. That's why we do it. So Kate masterminds $1,000 draw every month. All you do is go to magfast.com/fun. magfast.com/fun. It's not the most beautiful part of our website, but it is the only place where you can win $1,000 worth of electronics of your choice. So you can get MagFast stuff, or you can pick out something else, the iWatch or whatever it is that you would like. And Kate, you do the prizes. A lot of people do both, right? Maybe they get the watch and then they pre-order a MagFast item to go with it, right?
Yep, definitely. And it's a lot of fun. I love being the one that gets to contact these people because they're always so excited. So hopefully that includes you this month. So I actually have June's winner today. It is the wonderful Charles Russell of, I apologize, I can't pronounce where you're from, Wisconsin. There's a few O's in I don't know. This is a town name that really is made up almost entirely of O's and M's, a couple of other letters, and they just repeat over and over and over again. Charles, congratulations. You know who you are, and we apologize. I'm sure it's a beautiful community where you are, but neither of us wanted to even attempt to pronounce it. And Charles, I think, won using a sort of secret feature of the gameplay, right? What did he do? It was the loyalty bonus. So that means that he entered several weeks in a row. He put the secret word in. So he watched a bunch of our updates and then he got the loyalty bonus. And so that is how he ended up winning this month. So congratulations, Charles.
Yeah. So it's very simple. magfast.com/fun. You'll see you can put in the secret word. There's a bunch of other ways, sharing on Facebook and that kind of bunch of different ways to get extra chances to win. And I think it's the bottom one or near the bottom. There's kind of loyalty bonus, which you can apply for if you're doing it several weeks in a row. And that will have to be it for this week. Hey, thank you for staying with us. Important to talk this stuff through. Look, if this whole launch thing isn't for you, let us know in customer service, and we'll take you off the email list. But I think if you join us for it, we'll make you proud.
No, completely. I'm very excited. So before we go, remember, you can always email us at hello@magfast.com. You tweet us, Facebook us, Instagram @magfast, and please, on YouTube, if you haven't, go subscribe right now. We are just shy of 10,000 followers, or subscribers, I guess they're called on YouTube. Yep. And we would love to have 10,000. So go do that.
Yeah, it would really help. Thanks so much. We're going to carry on working to change charging for good. 24 hours a day on your desktop, your tablet, your smartphone, and more at magfast.com.